this time we'll try to make object seeking the target and moving forward to the target. In here, we just call it the steering targets. So for that, I'm gonna create another agent. I'm gonna reset it, and let's create another C# script. I'm gonna call this one as steering. And let's attach this script to steering agent. Basic setup of the steering is, again, is going to be same as previous. So we're going to start with the same as movement of the object, and then we're going to have the desired velocity as well, but this time desired velocity is heading toward to the targets, not just checking the boundary. So I will start to create the vectors first. And into the update, we're going to use the update object again. So all we need to add over here is just checking the target's position and make this desired velocity toward to there. First of all, we want to declare the game object target. Inside of the update, before we forget, let's reset the desired velocity first. And to update the desired velocity, first of all, we need to calculate the vector from the position to the targets. So actually, here we just can say desired velocity is going toward to the target, so which is going to be desired velocity minus equal to target. But between here, we want to add some calculations. If you just think about the mathematics way, if the object is too far from the position, the vector of the desired velocity is going to be too strong. So we want to make some kind of limitation of the speed. For that, we need to make kind of boundary of the target, which is going to be maximum distance and minimum distance. But how to check the distance to targets? This is the vector. If you see here, there is a magnitude. Magnitude is actually just length of the vector, which means distance from here to there. If you see this image, all the blue vectors are different size and different direction. But if we normalize these blue vectors, the result is going to be like these green vectors. So this can be called as normalized vector. So we want to explode to target vector to distance as well as normalize. And we need to check the distance. After that, using those distance, we need to get the strength of the to target. Well, I didn't create the max distance yet, so let's create this float. And I'll also create minimum distance. When the target distance is larger than max distance, it's going to stay to the maximum distance. Opposite way is going to be same. And we need to calculate to target power. At last, maybe we'd like to control the force of the target. And let's say this one is a public. Let's go back to the Unity. Let's create the target. I will use the sphere. And to see it easily, I'm gonna make it red. Before we run it, we need to attach our sphere, which is going to be target. We need to attach this target to steering object here. You can see that our cube is trying to follow the targets. Even if I move the location of the target, it is following. And now let's just add one more thing. The cube is moving correctly, but we'd like to make the agent facing to the direction of where it is moving. So to do this one, we have just function for that. Transform.lookAt is to make this transform rotate to the direction. Save this one and let's go back to Unity. Now you can see that our cube is looking at where it is going.